Today I'm going to show you how to make one of my family's favorite cookies. They're cream cheese cookies. They're really, really simple to make and they're delightful. They're soft, they're tender, they're lightly sweet, they almost melt in your mouth, and then you dust them with a little powdered sugar. Last year I made a beautiful display of all kinds of amazing cookies. These were the first ones to go, and then they asked for more. So I'm pretty sure you need to know how to make them too. The recipe for these cookies is in the description below. Any tools that I use and love, they will be in there also. Print out the recipe and let's get started. First we need 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. That's 220 grams. Need a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. That's 2 grams. Gonna give this a whisk and set that aside. Next, put 1 stick or 8 tablespoons of butter in a mixing bowl if you're hand mixing, or the bowl of a stand mixer. This is 113 grams. And then 4 ounces of cream cheese. This is really, really soft, room temperature, really soft. This is 113 grams also. And I'm just gonna cream this for a minute or so. I just want this to get blended together a little bit before I add the sugar in. It's really, really soft, so it won't take long. With the mixer running, I am adding in 1 cup of granulated sugar. That is 200 grams. And we're adding 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. That's 1.5 grams. Let this mix for about 2 minutes. We're not whipping this like on a higher speed, but we do want this to be nice and smooth and fluffy. So I have it just on stir, which is low on your hand mixer, I'm sure. Okay, this has been beating for about 2 minutes. It's nice and fluffy. I'm gonna scrape the bowl down. The very bottom of the bowl, I found some unmixed butter. So I'm gonna give this one more little mix before I add the egg. Okay, this is nice and creamy. I'm just gonna take a second here and show you the consistency that you're looking for. It's just really nice and fluffy. It's lighter in color. It's a nice consistency. Now we're adding 1 egg. Gonna let that blend until it's fully incorporated. Our mixture is really nice and fluffy and smooth. Now I'm gonna add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. This is 10 milliliters. Okay, I'm gonna scrape the bowl down again. And the next step is to add our dry ingredients. Now I'm adding the flour in and the baking powder. And then I'm just gonna turn this on low speed. I'm just gonna let it mix just lightly, not even for a minute. I just wanna get it just combined. Okay. That took about 20 seconds. It's okay if there's a little bit of flour lingering in here and some that is not completely mixed. I'd rather do it by hand than work it too much and activate the gluten. We want these to be nice and tender and fluffy. So I will do the rest by hand. I'm gonna scrape the bowl down and just make sure all of the ingredients are mixed together. Now I'm going to put the batter into this bowl. Pretty soft right now, so a 30-minute chill will give this just the rest that it needs before we scoop the balls. Cover your cookie dough with plastic wrap. I'm gonna place this in the refrigerator for 30 minutes and I'll see you back here in a minute. The dough is chilled and it's time to have some fun. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees or 180 Celsius And we're gonna scoop our dough balls. I have a 1.5 tablespoon scoop that I'm gonna use. This is a number 40. And if you're using a spoon and a scale by any chance, it's about 26 grams per ball or per portion. So, and all I'm doing, this is super simple. Scoop, I'm gonna just put it into my hand, get it smooth, place it on here, and repeat. Using the scoop that I'm using, that size, about 1.5 tablespoons, I have 20 balls done so far, and there's still a little bit left to go, but I do want to get some in the oven. My oven is preheated. Leave space in between each one. Okay, we're going to put these in for 10 to 12 minutes. They will puff up and they'll have a nice light little brown ring around the bottom. They'll be lightly browned, and then we'll take them out. Okay, the cookies have been in the oven for 12 minutes. They should appear dry on top, and there should be a little bit of brown around the bottom. These are done. They will continue to set while they cool. And I'm going to put another tray in the oven, get them all done, and then we'll have a taste test. The last tray of cookies is out of the oven. So you want to leave these just cool on the baking sheet for 3 to 5 minutes, and then transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. So this has been fun. I am always happy when I'm baking, and baking with you makes me happy too. This recipe will give you about 2 dozen cookies, and once they are nice and cool, you want to finish them with lightly, just dusting them with some powdered sugar. It gives them a beautiful little finish. So I'm going to do that very quickly here. And then I'm going to taste one. It's time for a taste test. It's like my favorite part of every bake. So check this out. Soft. They're cake-like. They're just so tender and moist. Oh my goodness. So here we go. They are moist and tender. They just kind of melt in your mouth. They are sweet, and this is so good. I know these are going to end up being one of your favorites too. Be careful, because once you bake them for your family, they're going to want them all the time. The good thing is they're easy to make, and they're very quick. So if you like making cookies as much as I do, check out my cookie playlist. If you love cream cheese, check out my cheesecake. It is delightful.